Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joey Stephen here from the Provincial studios in beautiful Cambridge, Ontario. Today is Saturday and I'm inside the studios. The weather is about 14 degrees out there, and we are going to talk about the Provincial Nominee Program weekly updates for Canada for the week. We are in the midst of a global pandemic, and yet we have seen quite a number of PNP picks or intakes by the provinces this week in the last 7 days. We'll start off with the first province, and that is Ontario. Ontario held a tech draw on April the 13th. A total of 528 principal applicants received nominations of interest, NOIs. Anybody with CRS scores between 456 and 467 in the express entry pool were invited. They also needed to have a work experience in one of the following occupations: computer engineers, computer and information systems managers, database analysts and administrators, software engineers and designers, computer programmer and interactive media developers, or web developers or web designers. Okay, the second province we are going to talk about is Alberta. Alberta had, I believe, one draw on the April 6th, and the province of Alberta issued 200 invitations to candidates with a minimum CRS score of 302. They also need to have their profile in the Alberta the express entry pool. Now we'll talk about BC, British Columbia. British Columbia Provincial Nomination Program held 2 draws on April 13th. They invited 452 candidates in 2 separate PNP draws. First they invited candidates under 2 immigration categories: the express entry BC as well as the BC skills immigration. Okay, both categories require candidates to register under the BC's skills immigration registration system. They invited 420 candidates who had scores between 79 and 95 on the province's points grid. Remaining 21 invitations were specifically for retail and wholesale trade managers, NOC 0621, and restaurant and food service managers, NOC 0631. The minimum scores for these draws was 113 points based on the BC PNP grid. Okay, the next province we are going to talk about is Prince Edward Island. On April the 15th, PEI issued a total of 156 invitations to candidates in all the streams, out of which 140 odd went to the express entry and labor impact candidates, and the remaining 16 went to the business impact candidates. In order to be considered for a nomination, express entry candidates must submit a separate expression of interest to the PEI PNP. Now, this was the weekly update for this week for the Canadian provinces. From this week onwards, we are also going to try to broadcast the weekly updates in French, which will be then done by my colleague Lisette, who will talk about the PNP programs in French. Alright, from all of us here from the Provincial studios in beautiful Cambridge, Ontario, adios and thank you.